Hi guys, this is Ozark Living off-grid homestead. It's, oh gosh, Tuesday the 21st, I think. Anyway, it is Tuesday, but I think it's the 21st. I'm getting ready to do, I actually just busted up the bundle. I haven't busted it open since I had gotten it, and I planned on going to get more and haven't had a chance to go get any more, but I will be getting more now that I see what's inside of it. It looks like, for what I want to do with this stuff, more than half of this, quite a bit more than half, is going to be usable for what I want to use it for. As you're going to see, there will be some that's firewood, like here, this over here. But then again, it may be used for something else. I don't know yet. But where the big knots are, it's going to be kind of hard to use, like you can see on that one. But there may be parts of it that I can use for something. But I want to say probably 80% or more of this is going to be able to be used for what I need it for. From what I can tell right now, I've started cutting it, putting the edge on it, because none of it, again, these are just slabs. They haven't been edged. I started with one board, just kind of testing it on this old table saw that I've had I don't even remember how long it's been, and now honestly I've got the wrong blade on it for doing what I'm doing, and I have one on the back of my truck over there. I just need to get it off and put it on. But one of the things, I ran it through and put an edge on, and as you can see, it kind of curves in and out. Now, I'm building a rustic chicken run and chicken coop out there. Some of this is going to be used for siding, some are for framing. So it won't matter a whole lot, but I do need to get that a little bit straighter. I'm going to run it through, and I'm going to try to do a video later of me cutting the wood so you can get an idea. Again, this saw is not made for what I'm trying to do. I may end up having to do it with the chainsaw or something, but it actually seems to do really, really good. The blade that I've got on there actually cut really good. You know, this is very hard oak wood. And also, it rained really bad last night. We had some bad storms. So it's all wet. But it looks like it's going to be able to cut and do what I want to do. And you can see that bad curve down through there. And I can straighten that out by just keep running it through the saw. Of course, it takes away from some of the wood, but I think it's going to work out. All right, guys, I'm going to try to run it through again and see what we get. Well, guys, it actually seems to work pretty good. This is the first board, here we go, that I got out of here. And if you'll look, that is pretty darn straight. And actually, in my opinion, that's just as straight, if not straighter, than most of the lumber you get from the lumber yard, as far as that cut there. And I don't know, it's probably, I haven't measured it yet, about the size of a 1x4. Again, it's a chicken run. It's supposed to be rustic. This side I'm actually going to leave. I'm not going to trim it off. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm not going to trim it off. I want that look to stay on there. Of course, the bark's going to fall off eventually. But I think it's actually going to work out pretty good. And this one here, and there's the one that I messed up. That was my second run, my second try. I tried something differently, and boy, did it cut crooked. So basically that's firewood, and all the scraps that I'm cutting off, again, all that'll get used. It'll get used as kindling and start fires with. It'd be great to start fires with. But as you can see, it's kind of hard to see here. It actually puts a pretty straight edge on it. Once I get one good straight edge, the next edge is even easier. And I'm trying to pick out the ones that have the straightest edge, and I kind of freehand them, run them through to get that first edge on them. Once I've got that first edge on them, I can put it against that fence there, and it'll just ride along with that fence there and get another straight edge on this side. And I could actually rip it down the middle if I wanted to make two pieces out of it, which this one I'm thinking I'm going to do, because it's such a wide piece. Now, my house is going to be done in this kind of lumber, the siding. this is what we're going to use for siding. So that would actually be a perfect piece for the siding, as wide as it is. But for what I need it for, I'm going to rip it down the middle and actually make 2 pieces up. So then I'll have 3 pieces. Now this chicken run is going to be 16 by 16. And they're going to be an 8-foot panel, so they can be taken apart and moved, like I was saying. I know my wife's not going to like wherever I put it. So right now, and plus I really don't have the space cleared out that I want to put it. So for now, I'm just going to put it together, and I can move it when I need to move it. I just want to give you guys an idea of how this was going to go. And as I go along, I'll keep making a little more and a little more of the video, so you guys can actually see me build it. And once I start building it, right now I'm just cutting the wood, and I'll do a little more later to give you an idea of how I've come along with the cutting of it. So, all right, guys, talk to you in a little bit. Well, I run that one back through again, and you can see I actually got 2 pieces out of it. Actually, pretty good cut, pretty straight cut on the saw. The saw, again, is not made for what I'm doing with it, and I know that. But it's an old saw, so I figure if it burns it up, and I just have to get another one. And you can see the one that the first one I cut here, they're pretty close. I didn't measure anything, honestly, because I can't find my tape measure, but they're pretty close to each other as far as size. But see, there's 3, and I've got, hang on a second, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, about 15, 16 more of these to go. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'll just make it a part 1 and then so on. But the rest will be in part 2. All right, you guys have a nice night.